So I was asked to start off with a prayer or a reading or something, and as a rabbi, it's often it's a little bit difficult for me to start off with a prayer. Why? Because actually the tradition is in Jewish tradition to study before embarking into anything. We like to pick apart text, and it's a whole thing. But I wanted to start off there with that in mind, with a little bit of going through just a scene out of the book of Genesis. And studying two major little fine points, but I think really important points with the struggle between Cain and Abel when Cain kills his brother Abel. I'm going to pick up, it's the 8th verse in the 4th chapter of Genesis. It says, Cain said to his brother Abel, and when they were in the field, Cain set upon his brother Abel and killed him. What has caught the attention of rabbis for, at this point, thousands of years, is that it says, Cain said to his brother Abel, and then there's something, it seems, that's missing. What did he say to him? What is supposed to be there? I want to suggest and set as an intention for us tonight that what's supposed to be there is the conversation in every single generation. That in every single generation, we want to say something to our brother. We have something in our hearts that needs to be said, and too oftentimes, we don't get a chance to say it. And I hope that tonight is the beginning of that, the beginning of being able to rise above our instincts to hold back and really share what's in our hearts in a civil way, in a beautiful way that Megan is going to facilitate later with our civil conversations. 2 verses down, it says, God says, "What have you done? Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground." And for this, I'm going to just dive into the original Hebrew for a minute, because in the Hebrew it says, "Vayomer me asita kol demei achicha tzoakim elai min ha'adama." The one word that I want to highlight there is the word demei. Dam in Hebrew, and in modern Hebrew as well, is blood. But it doesn't say in the Hebrew, it does not say the blood of your brother cries out to me. It says in plural, the bloods of your brother cry out to me. And the ancient sages of Judaism say that the reason that is in the plural is because in that moment when life is lost, it is not just that person's life, it is not just that blood, but it is the generations and generations after that are cut off at that point. It's the bloods of your brother that are calling out. All of the future generations that could have been, all that potential that is lost. I highlight that because tonight we are so lucky and honored to have Shane Claiborne here, who you will learn more about what he does through his speaking tonight, but he is just a remarkable advocate for peaceful ways of living. He literally turns guns into plowshares, turns them into farming tools, and we'll see and hear more about that tonight. And so I figured, what better way, in an interfaith setting, what better way to introduce him, that I took the line from Isaiah 2:4, which I believe is right here. I have it in the original Hebrew, and there is now at this point a 1,000-year-old tradition of Jewish people chanting this verse. I'm going to chant it for us as a way to hopefully in the spirit of interfaith relations, in the spirit of all the wonderful things you do, welcome you to the podium. Veshafat ben hagoyim והוכיח לעמים רבים וכיתתו חרבותם לעתים וחניתותיהם למזמרות לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב ולא ילמדו עוד מלחמה. And you know what? As a way that we can continue, let's read this together, and then we'll have Shane come up. My people will beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Thank you all for being here tonight, and without further ado, Shane Claiborne.